I hate seeing you like this.
And I hate seeing the town like this, terrified to enter the streets they once rendezvoused in. If only I would have known.
Honey, there's no way you could have known. Whoever is responsible for this acted slicker than a grease pig.
I appreciate your reassurance, darling, but it doesn't change the fact that it is my responsibility to protect the town. Who knows what this vile punk has planned next?
Well, it's impossible to know. I know how badly you want to help the town, but you can't take all of this on by yourself. It's too much, and it's too dangerous. I can't risk losing you, Constance.
You're right. I'm going to need a lot of help. Luckily, I think I've found just the right people for the task. They just may be the heroes that this town needs.
Take that!
Your days of reign and terror are over. No more clogging toilets with your massive loads of feces, you slimy and disgraceful mortal.
I'd love to hang around and chit-chat, Super Pooper Scooper, but I've got the runs. See ya! Yahoo!
Oh, come on, Pete. You know the shelves are out of bounds. You're cheating.
Cheating? Or just thinking outside the box?
Two can think outside the box.
Yeah. Ow! 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 Ha!
Take that!
Ha! Gotcha! Yeah, no, I got you.
No,
You're dead.
no, you didn't.
I just got
No,
you.
you
I
didn't.
got you with
No.
the plunger. Oh my god. Ow, you got me.
Paul, Pete, what in the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be on the toilet paper assembly line.
Yeah, we're getting to it.
Not good enough. People's asses aren't going to wipe themselves. You two are the sorriest excuses for workers I'd ever seen in my life. If I had my way, I'd fire Mayor Shidder. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Mr. Bowman, I'm looking for 2 of your employees. It's quite urgent. Where can I find Pete O. Oliver and Paul E. Edwards?
Hey, that's us.
To what do we owe this pleasure?
It is so wonderful to meet you. I think you two are exactly what this town needs.
These two jokers. Are you sure they're the two you want, Mayor?
Perhaps if these two were under management that realized their potential, they wouldn't seem like such jokers. Now, if you two will follow me...
Yes, ma'am.
Ta-ta, Mr. Bowman.
What are we doing at the courthouse?
I'll get to that. I'm sure the both of you have noticed that our town hasn't been the same since the general store robbery.
You're telling me.
Yeah, that thief cleaned the place completely out.
With no leads, I can't go after this scoundrel alone. This is where you two come in.
Crime fighting with the mayor? Hell yeah!
Well, sort of. I'm creating a task force to get to the bottom of the robbery and keep crime out of the streets. I see so much potential in you both that could really help the town. What do you say, boys?
Absolutely
not.
What? This is what we've always wanted. To get away from our dull 9-to-5 lives and into real adventures that actually mean something.
I'm no crime fighter, Pete.
I brought you two here to see headquarters, which is upstairs, but if you aren't interested...
Come on, Paul. We're already here. What's the harm in checking it out?
Fine. We can go. But we're just gonna look.
Welcome to headquarters, boys. This secret room has been with the town since the courthouse was built over a century ago, just in case the town ever needed it. We never have, until now.
Sorry, Mayor. Didn't see you there. Are these the new recruits?
Maybe. This is Paul Edwards and Pete Oliver. I'm sure you two recognize Sheriff Buster Killington. He's temporarily putting his sheriff duties on hold to lead this task force.
I hope you do understand what you're getting into. This isn't going to be a walk through the tumbleweeds. Oh no. It's going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's going to be your job, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to protect every single citizen of Shidder's Gulch. If they as much prick their finger on a cactus, that blood is on your hands. Do you understand?
Yes! Yes, I do it. That's why I said I'm not cut out for this job.
Hey! Don't yell at my friend like that. You know what, Sheriff Killington? Actually, I'm gonna call you Buzz instead of Buster because you're a major buzzkill. This town needs us, not your scare tactics. Oh, nice. I'm glad you know it all, smart guy.
Well, at least he's not such a buzzkill. Buzzkillington.
Paul! Pete! Buzz! I mean Buster! Let's just finish the tour.
See, Paul? We've got to prove that douchebag wrong.
Maybe. But you may have to do it without me. Buzzkill is kind of right. This job is going to get really dangerous.
Don't agree with him. Yeah, it might be dangerous, but it's even more dangerous to stand back and let whatever criminal is out there put everyone at risk.
This is Paulina Patel, or Polly for short. She was at the top of her engineering class at Hunsford College in England. She's going to be our weapons specialist. Polly, this is Pete and Paul, two potential task force members.
Hello! It's lovely to meet you.
Paul! Paul!
Is he all right?
I'm fine. Just fine. And I'm in. I'm joining the task force.
What?
Wonderful. Just wonderful.
Paul, what the hell's gotten into you? He's thinking with his dick.
My dignity. That's right. My dignity. The dignity, honor, and respect I would have to work with all of you and protect this incredible town that we call home.
I'm officially signing the P.O.O.P.I.N task force into order.
Poopin'?
It's the People's Order of Protecting Innocence Nonstop.
Wait, does that mean Buzz is the sheriff of Poopin'?
You're the poopin' leader.
Oh boy. Well, Nelly.
Is that subject to change or?
No, I like it. I know you all will make Shidder's Gulch proud.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Pete. Hey, Pete. We are doing the right thing, right? You don't feel like we're in over our heads, do you?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
We just need to get some sleep.
Right.
Look, I know you're scared, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna do this together like we always do. We've gotten into our fair share of predicaments over the years, but we've always made it out okay. Because we have each other. This thing will be no different.
Thanks, Pete.
So Polly, huh?
Good night, Pete.
Good morning, Pete and Paul.
Morning, Polly.
Paul, are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. He just didn't sleep much last night. He was so busy prepping for today. That's Paul, all right. Always prepared. Now that we're all here, I want to call the first pooping meeting to order. Pooping. Polly, why don't you start us off?
I've been experimenting with some different pieces, and I think I've created something that works.
Listen, sweetheart. This is a really nice try, but it'll never work.
But it's...
I worked in the toilet supply factory for years. All that stuff is fun and games, but not for crime fighting.
But you don't
Those toilet parts couldn't hurt a soul. Hell, it couldn't even hurt a...
I tried to warn you, but you wouldn't listen.
Nice work, Polly.
Sorry, Pete.
Next order of business is... Do you mind? Next order of business is... Are we gonna have to take you to the doctor? No, I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. Anyways, our next order of business is to unmask the culprit responsible for all this nonsense. It's obviously got to be someone from outside of Shidder's Gulch, so we're going to have to think outside the box and try to catch this guy. Or gal. How do you know for sure if it's an outsider? Maybe this is my first rodeo trying to catch a criminal. Yeah, what if you're wrong? Oh, I forgot. You know everything on your first day on the job, and I don't know shit. Clearly you don't know enough, or the mayor would let you handle this on your own. If you're so sure that you're right, care to wager on it? What do you mean? If you can prove to me that someone in this town is responsible for this crime, then I will immediately resign as leader and appoint you in my place. You're on. But if we find out that it is an outsider, then you're going to suffer the consequences of thinking that you know better than me, rookie. And how exactly is that? This weekend, there will be a ceremony to introduce the task force. At that ceremony, you will have to read a speech written by me in front of the entire town. That's it? Not that I have to worry about it anyways. Paul, let's go. Can we borrow the interrogation room in the sheriff's office? Sure thing. I'll go to the sheriff's office and get everything ready. You go into town and find some people we can question. So, Seth, I'm sure you've noticed a change in this town over the last few weeks. Any ideas as to what's got everyone so spooked? I don't know. That's real funny how that just happened, you know? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? It definitely has nothing to do with what's going on in my shed. I didn't think it would be this easy. He's as guilty as sin.
Hold your horses, Pete. All are innocent until proven guilty. Now, Seth, where were you at 10 o'clock on the night of Friday the 28th?
I was with the mayor's husband. Fecal! I had a real big emergency. I needed some tools. Some big tools. Saws and blades. See, those others weren't getting the job done, right?
I'll go across the street and see if I can find Fecal. His alibi checks out.
Really?
Yep. Fecal said he had some kind of wood chopping emergency late that night. You're free to go, Seth.
Yes, wood. I was chopping wood, all right.
You brought in my gam-gam?
Who knows? Maybe she saw something. And maybe she also had fresh baked cookies in the window.
Pete! My little man! Get over here and hug your gam-gam. Just look at you, doing all this work to help the town. You made Gam-Gam so proud.
All right, Gam-Gam. I know you were home the night of the crime, but have you seen anything suspicious as of recently?
Well, come to think of it, I did have a rather strange experience.
What was it?
Well, I went to look for some berries in the woods outside of town. While I was picking some, I met a very strange man. He had a long, black mustache, a dark mask covering his eyes, and a hat with a large brim. We had a short conversation about the weather. I gave him some candy from my purse, and he went on his merry way.
Well, that's not that out of the ordinary, Gam-Gam. There are all kinds of creepy dudes that hang out in the woods.
The weirdest part was, when he said he was going back home, he walked towards the mountains, like he lived there.
All right, Gam-Gam. I think that's all we need for now. Here, let me walk you out. Have you really been writing all this stuff down? You can't seriously believe this information is connected to the criminal we're after.
Maybe it is, Pete. We have absolutely zero leads, so who are we to say that this isn't valid information?
Is this going to take long?
No, ma'am. We just need to ask where a pretty woman like yourself was on the night of Friday the 28th.
You should know, Pete.
Of course I remember, sweetheart. How could I forget being with a face as gorgeous as yours that night?
Oh, really? Then what's my name?
Martha?
Not even close. Asshole.
You can't even bother to learn the names of the women you sleep with? Come on, Pete.
At least I'm not some sap head over heels in love with the woman he just met yesterday.
I'm not in love, Pete. But a name other than Polly will never sound as sweet.
I just don't understand. Someone in this town has to be guilty.
Oh! I got it!
Oh! Can I get a alcohol?
I still think your Gam-Gam gave us a lead we can follow up on, Pete. Maybe that guy she met really does live up in the mountains. And he's up to something.
Would you shut up about that mountain man, Paul?
I know of a man. He lives up in the mountains. He's a weird sumbitch. He likes that isolation.
It's where he takes care of his business.
What kind of business?
Nobody knows. He hardly ever comes down from up that mountain. I only ever saw him a couple times. I saw him a month or so ago. I was trying to find my way home one night. I think I'd been drinking.
Wow, you don't say.
Shut up, Pete. What did he look like?
It was real dark at night. Probably close to 10 o'clock or so. He was wearing a black eye mask. He had this big old hat on. And he had this real long black mustache. I recognized the old bastard and I says, "You're that mountain man!" And he put down this big old sack he is a-carrying, and he handed me a beer out of one of his jacket pockets. He was my best friend from then on out, and he was a gone.
Pete, this matches our timeline. Do you know what this means?
That Joe met the criminal we were after, saw him with the evidence as he was committing the crime, and then got pacified by him with a beer bottle?
Like it or not, Mountain Man is our guy. We have to tell Buzz.
Damn it. I hate it when you're right. So basically, Joe the drunk was face to face with the man we're after while he was committing the crime, but the bastard was too wasted to know anything out of the ordinary was going on. Blah, blah, blah. We need to go up to these mountains to find who we're looking for.
Well, I've got to say that I'm pretty impressed with your and Paul's detective work. We're one step closer to stopping this monster once and for all. All right, team. We'll start planning our mountain trip after the ceremony tomorrow, which Pete will have the honor of speaking at.
But I found the man we're after.
Oh, you were wrong. I was right. That's the bottom line. Get ready to give one hell of a speech, buddy.
These young people have already made incredible strides towards keeping crime out of our streets. 3 cheers for your newly formed P.O.O.P.I.N task force. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Thank you. Thank you. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve this town over the last several years, and I'm honored to be able to help lead others to do the same, to better the lives of all of you. Now, I'm going to let another member of the task force take over and tell you what this means to him. Pete? Pete, where are you? Oh, come on, get your ass up here.
Thank you, everyone. Like Buster said, it is a privilege to do what we do and protect you. There's nothing more that I like about this task force than working with Buster. Buster is so great. He always knows what he's doing, which is perfect because I don't know anything. Buster is about to teach me a whole lot. I hope Buster helps me to one day become even half the man that he is. Also, I wet the bed. A lot. That wasn't funny, Buzz. You made me look like an ass out there.
You are an ass, Pete. Hopefully now you've learned to listen to old Buzzkill, eh?
Look at that, Jeremy. They think they're about to get me, don't they? Ha! I'm just getting started. Soon enough, I will have everyone in that sad little town wrapped around my finger. And I will finally get everything that is rightfully mine, or my name isn't Ichabod Bernard Simpson! Ah! I told you to be careful running with that flag. You'll poke your eye out. Ah!